Kit here from the Emerald Minecart, and welcome to my top 7 list of top 7 guest characters for Dead by Daylight. Now, if you don't know, Dead by Daylight is a 4v1 multiplayer horror game where 4 people play as survivors and 1 player plays as killer. Over the years of Dead by Daylight existing, there has been a large amount of characters from horror franchises arriving in Dead by Daylight, essentially making Dead by Daylight the ultimate horror crossover to exist. Anyways, here is my top 7 guest characters for Dead by Daylight. Why 7? Because 7 is a lucky number. At 7th place is the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. The reason the Creeper is last on this list is because of the infamous reputation of the original creator, Victor Salva. And even though Victor Salva is no longer part of the Jeepers Creepers franchise, it's still going to be a reason as to why the Creeper probably won't get into Dead by Daylight. At 6th place is the Predator from Predator. Now yes, I'm aware the Predator series isn't completely horror and is more horror adjacent, but hey, if Attack on Titan and Castlevania can get a crossover with Dead by Daylight, then so can the Predator. The killer would be the Predator, the survivor would be Dutch, and the map would be the jungle the first movie takes place in. At 5th place is the Pyro from Team Fortress 2. Now, you may be thinking that this is downright impossible because Team Fortress 2 is far from a horror game. Well, yes, that's true. That doesn't change the fact that the Pyro is the scariest TF2 merc, and I also think the Pyro would be a neat addition to Dead by Daylight. The killer being the Pyro, the survivor being Spy, and the map being the scariest place of all. Dust Bowl. At 4th place is Doom 3 Marine from Doom 3. Doom 3 is the black sheep of the Doom franchise for it being the only horror game in the Doom franchise. So I think it would be cool if we got the Doom 3 Marine as a survivor. I also imagine this could add a new item, that being the shotgun. I imagine the shotgun would spawn randomly on the map with only 4 shells inside of it, meaning that after you use the 4 shells, the shotgun can no longer be used. At 3rd place is Jeff the Killer. Now, we have seen a lot of characters from movies, shows, and even games appear in Dead by Daylight, but we haven't seen any internet horror rep. So instead of going for the obvious, I have decided to go with Jeff the Killer. I also imagine he would bring along 2 legendary skins for the Legion that would be Eyeless Jack and Tiki Toby. At 2nd place is the Intruder from Mandela Catalog. Honestly, I think having a killer that can disguise itself as another survivor to possibly trick another survivor into a trap would be pretty cool. Obviously, the killer would be the Intruder, the survivor being Mark Heathcliff, and the map being Mandela County. And the thing is, just like with Resident Evil, there is a chance we could get multiple DLCs with the other characters and monsters seen in the Mandela catalog added into the game. Before I get to my number 1 pick, here are my honorable mentions. Slenderman, Shell from Portal, Gordon Freeman from Half-Life, Harry Warden from My Bloody Valentines, the Leprechaun, Turkey from Thanksgiving, Dead Meat James from Dead Meat, Daco, the Rake, the Warden from Minecraft, Scorn Guy from Scorn, the Mimic from Vita Carnis, and Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Now, time to get to my number 1 pick. And finally, at 1st place is Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. If you know me, you would know that I love Dead Space, and I especially love its main character, Isaac Clarke. And because we have had horror game legends from Resident Evil and Silent Hill, I believe it's finally time for Isaac Clarke to be added to Dead by Daylight. The killer being a necromorph, the survivor obviously being Isaac Clarke, and the map being the USG Ishimura. I also imagine there being a new item in the form of a broken plasma cutter. A plasma cutter that can be used 3 times before exploding, which would cause slight damage to the survivor using it. Anyways, what are your thoughts on my picks for possible guest characters for Dead by Daylight? If you have characters you'd like to see in Dead by Daylight, please tell me in the comment section below because again, I love the interaction. So anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!